Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to start to talk about the Excel questions for Chapter 5, which is time value of money. I would like you guys to open the Excel for Chapter 5. If you open it, the first section is Section 1, Future Value and Compounding. We will go over those questions step by step together. So the first question is example 5.1, interest on interest. So the question is, suppose you have the following investment opportunities for 2 years, and the interest rate per year is 14%. The initial investment will be $325. So we want to start to ask how much will you have at the end of the investment, how much is the simple interest, and how much is the compound interest, right? We're going to make a few calculations here, right? So the first thing that we want to calculate is at the end of the year 1, you will have how much money, right? So whenever we do questions in Excel, we always want to start, when we make the calculation, we want to start from the equal sign, right? And then we say, the end of the year 1, we will have how much money. We're going to start from how much we make investment at the very beginning, which is $325. Okay. Here, if you notice, I'm clicking the cell, which is E12. Okay. What it shows here is E12, right? We call this the self-reference. Okay. We're referring to that cell rather than just typing the value 325. Okay. This is very important. We all refer the cell. Okay. And by multiply 1 plus the interest rate, which is 14%. So therefore, we get at the end of 1 year, we will have $370.50, right? That's relatively easy. The second question is, at the end of the investment, you will have how much money, right? So we're going to make the investment for 2 years. So therefore, at the end of the investment, we will just continue to make the investment of this $370.50 for another year, earning 14% interest rate, which we're going to calculate it by using 1 plus 14%, which we're referring to E11. Again, we always want to refer the Excel rather than typing the value by itself. Okay, so therefore, we got the investment we will have will be $422.37. Okay. So the next few questions we want to ask, what is the total interest earned? What is the interest on original investment per year? What is the total interest, simple interest, and total compound interest? Right. So let's look at those one by one. The total interest earned is equal to how much we end up with, which is at the end of the investment, we will have $422.37 minus how much money that we initially invest, which is E12. Right? So therefore, our total interest earned through this investment process is 97.37 cents. And the interest on the original investment per year, right? So that would be simply 325, which is our initial investment, multiplied by the simple interest rate, which is 14%. If we make the calculation, that would be 45.50 cents. So the total simple interest is pretty much, remember, we're making the investment for 2 years. So therefore, the total simple interest will be just twice the original investment, interest on original investment per year. So that's 45.50 cents multiplied by 2. So we got $91, right? So if we're only looking at the simple interest, that is $91. And if we look at the total interest we'll earn is 97.37 cents. So therefore, the difference between those two is how much additional interest that we earned on interest, which we call the compound interest, right? So therefore, it is the difference between this total interest and minus the total simple interest, which is 6.37 cents, right? So that's how we make the calculation for simple interest, total simple interest, and total compound interest, right? So this practice give us some idea about like how to make those calculations. Once you're familiar with this calculation, we're going to move forward to the next one, and which is a little bit more complicated than that.